It's Neck 2156 here with another uh, video per se. Today I'm doing a video on how to dip without your parents finding out. Since y'all know my history, I was 13 when I started. I had to come up with ideas to hide dip cans, cigarettes, all that from my parents. They didn't even know until I reached 20, 24. They didn't even know that I smoked or I dipped. So here's a little tidbit. If you're going to go and you have a full can of dip, like my can right here, Longhorn, the key is to always keep your dip hidden. Either in your sock, which I did a lot of, slide it right down the side. Wear baggy jeans like I have on today, or have a shirt, but underneath the shirt you would have like a t-shirt with a pocket there. So you could just, easily slip it in and it would be hidden by the pocket. Those are your key things. Don't wear those booty tight shorts, jeans or any of that stuff for females watching this. Uh, don't wear anything, and for a female, it's just an easier to hide from your parents. Just stick it down your shirt right between. Just to give you all that advice, because it does work well. I've had a lot of friends and girlfriends and stuff like that who dip, and that's one place where they put it right between. It does help. Uh, Surprisingly, today I'm too lazy to try to crack this can by man. Obviously, they don't put the labels on so good because that thing came off dang clean, as you can see, all in one strip. Hmm. Okay. So whoever put the label on this can needs a little work. But like I said, uh, and the one thing is, you don't want to be doing this inside your room or anything. If you're old enough to drive, and you drive with a parent and all that, don't dip while you're in the car. When you get old enough and you want to keep it hidden, like I did, dip in your car only once you get driver's license and you're driving by yourself, like to college, or high school and stuff like that. But without a doubt, let me get a dip in, and then I'll continue talking about how to dip in front of your parents, or not how to dip without your parents finding out. Dang, they load these things. And here's a little tidbit, a little tip. If you have excess, cans like I do, you'll grab an extra can because usually the Longhorns, they'll fill them, and once you pack them, they don't pack well. So what I do is I take a spare can. So basically, in the limelight of things, 3 cans. One can, I usually dump about half of it out into another can, just so it's packable and easier for me to pack. There. And I'll show you how much is left in this can after I get it packed and processed. But I want to show you how much I just put into the other can. So let's get a good little pack real quick. So that's about a half a can of dip I just took out of this can. That fills it about halfway. So that's a spare can. I'm not going to dip on that. I'm dipping on the newer can. Even though that is the new stuff, I always like using new cans to dip from when I'm doing videos. Okay. When you're packing a lip and your parents call you down to, do something or ask you a question or something like that, why is your door locked or any of that? say because I just don't want to be disturbed. I'm playing video games and all that. If they get really pissy off with you, tell them, hey, y'all have y'all's time, I have my time. Don't say that. Ignore that statement. But now, just don't do what I just did. Make a huge mess. This video is how to keep your dip hidden from your parents. You won't be having a mud jug around. In fact, I need to empty this one. Hold on. Be right back. Alright. As you can see, I do have another water bottle that I sometimes use. I really gotta clean that out, but alright, first thing that you gotta know, actually, these are 3 simple rules. Keep a bottle. Doesn't matter what type, as long as it has a darker outside. Don't grab yourself a clear water bottle. Glass bottles will work. If you are dipping, for a while with your parents around, glass bottles work. Have a small pinch into your jaw of any type of dip that you like, and have a smaller the pinch, the better it will hide when you push down on it. I'm spinning to a Blue Lives Matter mud jug right now, but if I was trying to hide it, I would use what I used to use, which is just a regular old blue plastic cup. That's what I used to use. You can go to a Walmart or Walgreens. You may even have one in your own house. So that is one of the biggest tips. Have a dark plastic cup, big one, so you can keep it into your room if your parents allow it. I do not recommend anything that is clear or see-through. So this right here is a little see-through, but you can't tell what's in it. If your parents, they kind of have a hint that you do something and they're questioning you about it, just go ahead and tell them. They might be okay with it. They might hate you for saying that, but they will come to understand it. But the other rule is when you're hiding your dip can. This is a big thing. I know in school, a lot of kids, who dip have this size dip can. This is a Longhorn. When you're hiding it from your parents, best not to have it, back pocket, front pockets on your jeans or whatever you're wearing. Have a hoodie or a heavy shirt like this. Have a t-shirt with a pocket on it. So when you stick that in there, it'll stay inside the pocket. You can't tell. Now, if your parents are really paranoid, which mine were a little bit until they finally found out, what I would do is I would put it in my sock, which I'll demonstrate. I don't know if y'all can see, but oh god, this is gonna be weird. Sorry for the angles. Alright, I would lift it up, put it right there, and have big jeans to cover. That's how I would do it. It looks kind of odd, but it works. Whereas a lot of my friends that dipped in front near their parents, what they would do is take their hat, put it right there in the center of their hat, and just put it on top of their head. So you kind of look like a freaking conehead moment. But that is, a few ways that I've hit and dip, and a lot of my friends have hit and dip that way. Now, for packing your dip, the way I always have done it, especially when I want to hide it from my parents, is do the bear claw, where you fling it forward but also down. It packs it well enough. And the pinch size variance on how long you've dipped, you create a pocket right here for the longer you dip. So you can put more in there and it's hidden. A lot of guys I know who dip a lot, they'll take half a can, shove it in there, and it creates this big pocket, like their jaw muscle is stretched about that far. So I do not recommend getting y'all's that way. But for anybody who dips and that are on, who are female that dips, the best place is to hide that on a person, because I've had girlfriends that dip, I've had girls that were friends that dip, is right in your bra. And that's pretty much the only place where your parents won't touch. Us guys, we could do that too. We could put it down our pants. Do not recommend that. Highly don't recommend it. But I do recommend using the bra method if you're female. And I do think that person, whoever came in, did not discuss anything, but thank you. And I hope you'll be watching the stream after it's up. If you were watching this video, I'll leave y'all YouTuber name, and I'll subscribe to y'all, because I do appreciate it. But for the most part, if your parents ask you, do you dip or smoke, and you do, the best thing that you can do for that is just tell them. Be honest with them. As the saying of one of my friends and some other YouTubers, you don't know how your parents are going to react. They might be saying, okay, I mean, hell, at least he's not drinking himself to death or anything. At least he's not, doing drugs or any of that stuff. Hell, I prefer dipping and smoking over drugs any day of the week. And the few keys that I have left to talk about is, what do you do with your dip spit and all that? If your parents are really one of those picky people, they don't like the thought of dipping and all that stuff, if you have a cup that you've been spitting into, halfway, take it into your bathroom or something and dump it down the toilet. It doesn't act up in the toilet. It's basically acts normal. Dump it down. If you accidentally spill some on the rim, wash that down. And I just did what I said I wouldn't do. But, and always, after a couple of weeks of having, say, especially a spittoon like this, you gotta wash it out with soap. So I suggest doing it in the shower. After you dump it in the toilet, take it into the shower with you Wash it out with soap. Liquid hand soap does well because you aren't going to be drinking from it. You're going to be spitting in it. So always hand soap. Same with your cup or your mug. Water bottle. If you constantly use it, if you use a water bottle, what you can do is empty it into the toilet and then pour water in it. Empty that again, and then you can use that as a spittoon. I'm not going to show you how to spit into a water bottle, but just so you're aware, definitely spit into a water bottle. This video is not in any means going to keep you out of trouble with your parents. It's going to make it less likely that you're going to get caught by them. And just do it at a leisure. Like, don't go like, oh, I'm going to dip right here, and then you have to leave in a few minutes, like go to church or something. No. If you have, like, if you're on your relaxed day or whatever, where it's just you and your friends and you know your friends dip, and you know that their parents are cool about it and all that, you can dip. But remind your friends' parents that your parents don't like dipping, but you do. And then they'll be okay with that, I think. I hope. But always tell your parents if you're going to do like dip. If they have any inkling that you do it and you haven't told them, they'll be mad. But they'll be even more mad if you notice that they notice that you dip. Like if they walk into your room and you forgot to put this or your mud jug or spittoon, whatever you spit into, away, they'll be even more mad because they know that you've been dipping inside their house. So, I hope some of these gave you some good advice on what to do. And like I say, not say in every video, but I am saying it in this one in particular, is do not dip unless you drink a lot of water. Because it makes it easier to hide the scent of spit. And after you're done, immediately swish water in there to get all the black chunks out of your teeth. Spit it into your spittoon. Take it into the bathroom, pour it out. Grab a toothpaste, and clean your teeth so that they don't have any inkling. But now, if your parents are cool with it, are okay with you doing it, then you're good. But if they are not, don't risk it. But yeah, this was Fortinet 2156. If y'all like this video, hit that like button. Let me know. It just tells me what y'all want to see. If y'all, if y'all want to see more videos, I do have a whole playlist of reviews and like odds and ends in that review playlist that I've done. Check that out. Hit that subscribe button. I try to post one every day. And if you hit that little bell icon down there, you'll be notified when I go live. I don't know if it's working properly because I haven't been notified of anybody that I'm subscribed to or that. So I don't know if that's working properly, but yeah. If you check with my channel on live stuff, it'll pop up on there occasionally. Usually I put this into a category after I'm done recording, so check that out. And this is Fortinet 2156. Signing off. Keep on smiling and have a good day or good evening. Love y'all. Have a good evening.